The Count of Seven Seals, Part 2. Kessler was easy, not because he was weak, because he was predictable. The merchant lord came to view his handiwork 3 months into my imprisonment, walked the gallery of cells like he was inspecting livestock. He wore silver rings on every finger compensation for the smallness of his hands, for the way he'd hidden behind ledgers while the others did the real work of betrayal. I watched him through the bars. "Still sane, heretic," he called out. I didn't answer. Answers were weakness. Instead, I began the work of understanding his seal. The silver glow that bound me to this place, it pulsed differently when he was near. It responded to him, as if some part of the spell was still tethered to his voice, his intention. I spent weeks mapping it, meditating on the rhythm of his visits, tracing the geometry of the binding with my mind like a blind man learning a face. The counterspell came to me like hunger, not a word, not a gesture, a refusal, a turning inward of will so complete that his seal, the part of the spell he'd woven into my cage, began to fray. I could feel it unraveling like silk in fire. When Kessler returned, expecting to find me broken, I was ready. I spoke the counterspell in a voice that was barely mine anymore. His seal shattered, one of the 7 lights extinguished. Kessler screamed a sound of agony so pure it filled the cell, filled the gallery, filled the spaces between worlds. He fell. By the time the guards reached him, his mind was already gone. They said he babbled incoherently for 3 days before his heart stopped. I felt nothing. That should have frightened me, the absence of feeling. But the truth is simpler. I was becoming something else, something that moved through consequence like water through a sieve. I had learned the first counter-spell. 6 seals remained. 6 voices still wove through the silver threads that bound me. I began waiting for the next one.